This past February, I participated in Februllage. It lasts 28 days. It includes prompts for every day of the month. I did all 28. Here's what I learned. Tip number 1, don't do them in order if you don't want to. I did experience lots of burnout, so take this tip, I guess, with a grain of salt, but I think it would have been worse had I actually been trying to do each collage in order. Whenever I was feeling stuck, it was nice to be able to move on to a different collage instead of banging my head against the wall trying to make the prompt for that day. I know that I just said that I jumped around, and I did, but I stuck within a 7-day period, even when I jumped around. I think that this helped me to have parameters around what I would be working on in any given week. Obviously, if I saw a prompt, at the very end that I was really excited for, I would give myself permission to work on that, but honestly, I didn't because at least by week 2, I was no longer feeling excited. Tip number 3, clean up your workspace. I didn't do this almost the entire time. I tend to work messy. I don't have a really clean workspace, and having a messy workspace honestly doesn't usually bug me very much, but I was getting stressed out by the amount of paper and bits and bobs I had everywhere. I found myself stumbling over the same pieces over and over again. I've seen a lot of other artists with beautiful, clean workspaces, so maybe this isn't something that most people need to hear, but I did. I'm gonna stop trying to number the tips because I don't know what tip number I'm on, and just whatever. My next tip is to make yourself some tea or coffee or a hot beverage. Really treat yourself. Do something nice. Bring it into the studio with you. Take sips as you go along. I think having those little mental micro breaks was really nice for me, and it made it feel like I was treating myself and having a lovely artistic time rather than, slogging through the prompts just trying to come up with stuff. Don't glue anything down. Honestly, this saved me a lot because I think if I had felt required to glue things down and commit to anything that I didn't like, I would have really hated this challenge. There's a need in my mind for a collage to be finished, that it needs to be glued down, but I knew that in my own headspace I would feel a little bit weird if I didn't glue things down, so I needed to have that rule in place to give myself permission to not take it so seriously, if that makes sense. My final tip for Februllage is listen to people around you who are doing the challenge too. And I don't mean listen to me necessarily. I mean, I saw lots of comments from people on my videos talking about how they were engaging with this challenge, and it seemed a lot healthier. Some people mentioned choosing a couple prompts that spoke to them and only working on those prompts. I think that's a great idea. Some people also mentioned that they were using specific techniques like jelly plates to incorporate with their collages. And I think that's also a really great idea. And honestly, that influenced me quite a bit. It allowed me space to think, I have made collages in the past that are mostly torn up pieces of paper, and I really like that style, so maybe that's one that I can incorporate into this challenge. Basically what I'm saying is this is a really cool community with people with lots of ideas and ways that they engage with collaging and challenges, and I think that it was really helpful for me to hear some of those ideas as I was going along. And I'm going to plan to take some of those ideas and incorporate them next year if I do this challenge again, which I think I will. I don't know. We'll see. I hope you'll consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you later. Okay, bye! Bye! See ya! Bye!